Oh, okay,
Assault too.
um, oh god, no, Mervasol is like all the way over there. Okay. Um, well, I go out of the room. I'll check out the other room then. It's right beside it. The upper room.
What seems to be the final room, it seems to be a storeroom. You see some wood put onto the side and a few large crates, all of which closed and sealed.
I'm gonna stand outside the room away from the door.
As you are inspecting the door, the dwarf starts looking in your general direction. Now, this is when you break off to start distract him and asking him questions about weapons and such.
So, do you know what weapons they're using in this competition?
He starts talking to you, and the first thing that catches your attention is he doesn't know specifically, but he thinks that there's an archer in the tournament, which is, to your knowledge, completely counter to the knowledge of a swordmaster tournament.
Is there any reason why they'd be allowing him into the tournament?
He looks up. It's a tournament of nobles. There are 6 nobles in there, and 2 remaining slots will be for swordmasters.
Well, what do you know about this person?
Which person? The archer?
The archer.
Not much is known about them. Whoops, that was accidental. Not much is known about them specifically. It is a lady, and she seems rather pleasing on the eyes when I saw her last. I'm looking forward to her match. At which point, Gurkhat, you're in the room. What do you do? What do you do?
Yes, you, Steve.
Oh,
you.
I go into the door. I tell Mac, knock on the door if anybody's approaching, and I go in and I close the door.
All right, you're in the room. It is now dark.
Oh crap! There's a light.
I opened the door back up.
From wherever the hell you are, that's amazing.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
I open the
evaluate,
door back up.
What are you going to be doing in there?
I want to check out the boxes. Let me ask if anybody has some sort of a light source.
There's the candle in the
Nobody
other
can
room.
hear you.
Well, okay, well, it's just Nell and Merbasalt and you, right? And then the rest is with me.
Merbasalt's on the other end of the room inspecting armor. I'll get to that in a second, by the way, Merb.
I'm just chilling out by you. I say, yeah, there's the candle in the other room.
Okay, before, what is it? Is it just Mac beside me right now then?
Mac's
outside.
No,
Aren't
Mac
they
is
both outside the room? Because he said he was going to
Yeah,
walk
just
it.
open the room.
I just opened the door again.
Within
Okay.
talking range,
Yeah.
it is Mac, Zephyr, and that's it.
Okay, I whispered to Mac and Zephyr, do you guys have any light source?
I'll go to the other room and get the candle in there.
Nell, roll charisma.
Okay.
I want to see how much you distract this guy when suddenly Mac starts going into the other room.
Did it do it? I'm sorry.
Click on your character to open your character sheet.
Yeah.
Then double click on the charisma step 5.
Step 5. Haha.
How average.
You notice, as you're talking to the dwarf, you notice he slightly gets his attention. He's trying to look around you a little bit during the conversation. As you're leaning over trying to keep his attention, you realize you're not able to hold him fully in this conversation so far.
I'll fly over, Doug.
Well, you have to be able to notice that.
You are not aware of this, Zephyr.
Am I aware of
Nope.
this?
No.
That's when I drop my sword to catch his attention again.
As the sword clanks on the ground, he looks down and says, "Oh my..." Then he starts freaking out, trying to pick it up. Well done.
Sorry about that.
Now the conversation has completely shifted onto what you can do to take care of your wonderful blade. and such like that. And from there, an evaluation gets completed on the armor by Merbasalt.
Get evaluated armor.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's
evaluated.
Well, that was an average roll.
Some of the armor is hollowed.
Say what now?
Some of the armor is hollowed to reduce the materials necessary, but making it quote-unquote lighter is probably the way that they'd call it. It doesn't seem like the craftsmanship has reinforced the metal on both sides of the hollow, therefore it looks like the equipment is weaker than it actually is.
Not only is it
That's
weaker
pretty
than it
darn
actually
impressive.
is.
Hmm?
Not only is it weaker than it actually is, it isn't fit to be used as armor. This does not belong here. This is not their purpose.
Angry.
Oh God.
I'm going to have
We
a
found
word
out
with the
armor was
dwarf.
made out of paper mache.
Oh crap! Which dwarf?
Dwarf B, I think, actually, because I can tell A is pretty busy right now.
A is the one talking to Nell. In fact, I should probably put that.
Yeah,
A is the one talking to Nell about.
he's also not the closest. I'm going to talk to the closest.
Okay, as you approach, Han is talking to the dwarf who's somehow enthused about the use of stems on berries as ways to brush paint on fingernails. Well, it's superfluous that the fact that fingernail polish should not be used. She is talking about the many uses of fingernail and how it can be quantified in combat.
Speaking of things that shouldn't be done because this isn't what they were made to be used for, what's the meaning of this? Points to armor.
He looks up. That fine craftsmanship my master himself made.
I don't believe it. I'm sorry, but I just cannot believe it.
Can I slip away from the conversation at this point?
Yes, you can. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go over to Nell and ask her if she's found better equipment, honey.
What the
Honey,
fuck?
And you
What
come
the
into
fuck
Nell
is
being
wrong with you?
chastised by the dwarf for taking care of her sword poorly. Meanwhile, inside the door itself, Gurkhat, you are finally with a light source, and you are finally in there opening up what seems to be a lot of basic materials, is what it looks like. What you're looking for so far, you can't find at a first glance. Roll perception.
perception. Perception. Come on.
Oh, I thought I got a 1. Ah, damn it.
You get down to the last crate, and in the bottom left you notice a very ornate box. Opening it up, it's plush on the inside. However, it is not it is empty. What you're looking for is not here.
Okay, let me go back to the door. Mac, is anybody looking at the door right now?
You're clear.
No, nobody's looking at the moment.
Okay, I come out the door, and I'll see the I see Merbasalt, and I'll go over to him.
Still holding the candle?
No, you do.
Okay, I do, holding the candle.
You walk right up. The dwarf. Hold on one second. The dwarf, completely being chastised by the obsidian, doesn't even recognize the candles in your hand.
This armor, have you considered its weight? Have you tested its buoyancy? It's hollow. This is not craftsmanship worthy of your forge. How can you put equipment on display that is not even fit to be used for the purpose you purport?
As the chastising happens,
Do other
people
hear that?
nearby who were looking at items are now spreading apart and getting away from this. Some people are actually actively leaving.
I'm satisfied with what Merbasalt is doing. I love this guy.
You're doing a good job ruining their business to me.
I'm not trying to. That's the best part.
Ruining their shoddy business.
At this point, Gurkhat, what you're looking for is not here, and you know it.
Besides the candle.
Not here, and you know it.
That's what you expect when you go to a true sword blacksmith. You can leave now.
What? But I haven't told him all the things he needs to do to change it.
You can write them a letter or something when we get back.
Write? Write them? Write them? How deliberate. I will speak to you and your master later, in person. Perhaps. I don't know.
As
We'll see.
as the obsidian turns his back to the dwarf, still totally clueless who you are, mouths out the words, "Thank you," as the obsidian starts walking away.
Do I notice them leaving?
Yes.
Yes.
So now, obviously, we're not going to get anything better here. Did you hear that obsidian? He was making such a commotion over the armor. We should leave.
I'm gonna take the candle and toss it into the corner of the room before the cat goes walking around the entire time with
What?
it.
The entire forge goes up in flames.
If I see this thing, I will put the fire out.
No, it clinks over and it puts itself out on the stones,
Okay.
the slate floor.
Yeah, stone. Oh, God.
Everyone knows stone catches.
Mac, as you're about to actually back up, as you're about to throw it on the floor, you do notice the giant pile of coals in the forge.
Oh well.
You throwing it on the floor anyway?
Yup.
Okay. The clanking down the hall gets both the dwarves' attention as they run over and to acquire it. In the time period it takes them to do that, all of you are out the forge. As you approach outside, you suddenly see the plank go back up in the air.
Okay, wait, Fancy Grounds is crashing for me.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I gotta reopen it.
Sorry.
Get told, dwarf. I'm just sad that you cut me off like that. I wanted to tell him what he needed to do to fix this and about how that armor would take forever to make worthwhile.
Yeah,
Nothing-
about that. Let's not.
Nothing they do will ever make their work worthwhile. You're just wasting time on them.
I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, he's a weaponsmith.
His father is a weaponsmith. He has
Yeah.
background.
Let me know when you're back in, Chinese.
Oh, I'm back.
Alright. As all of you are approaching the edge of the door, you actually manage to catch the eye of Tristram Truesword Gurkhat. The moment he looks in your direction, he gets a very big, broad smile. He steps off of the plank that was about to go up and holds a hand up as he walks up to you and your party directly.
I tried to look away.
Your armor's crap.
Is he approaching?
As he approaches, all the rest of you melt into nothingness as he walks straight up to him. Well, well, if it isn't Mogorak's son.
Gorok.
To what do I owe the pleasure other than a wonderful tournament and some great entertainment?
I was.
Are you
merely
here to- He interrupts you, talking right over you as you start talking. Are you here to watch the fine festivities?
I guess I can. I make a fake smile so that he could notice. I'm like, why, yes, I am here to enjoy all your festivities.
He nods. Well, why not? Let's give you a front row seat. He points over to the crowd of what seems to be very well-dressed people, some of which in full plate mail armor, some of which in some fine clothing. It's indescribable. And he says, if you wish, we'll even let you stand in the front of the crowd.
That seems very nice of him.
Huh.
He points over. Well, go ahead and stand among the people right there, and if anyone gives you any problems, tell them that you're a friend, an esteemed friend of Tristram Truesword.
Well, as much as your offer pleases me, Tristram,
Huh.
I have a group of people I also have to manage. Manage. So, I don't think I will be joining the group of people over there. Don't worry, I'll find my own seats.
He nods. As it should be then. Go ahead and enjoy your time in the back. He turns around and walks directly back onto you, hopping onto the board as it's hovering up.
Can I give him the finger while he's going?
Yeah, you definitely can. As he gets up, he does another announcement, announcing the first fight among a orcish brother of the Utrecht
Oh wait, that's me.
and and what seems to be, as he describes, a man simply known as Totem for the unusual artifact he finds on his arm.
So can I whisper to Gurkot while like sitting on his shoulder?
Yeah, you can. As long as he's okay with that. Why?
Yeah, I
shoulder
don't like
sitting.
it when people sit on my shoulders. When people I don't know sit on my shoulders.
Yeah,
You're too
it's
fat
very
and heavy.
uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's really uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Now, where do you sit in the crowd, by the way? You do have front row if you wish.
Is there a
That-
representation of the crowd?
It's
A
And then a really
circle,
lovely
a semicircle.
well, no, I'm
Tetrahedron.
Okay.
Amphitheater?
Oh, it's outside, so
You're outside.
you're right.
All
right.
Well, I'll go to the front, but I won't sit where True Sword told me to sit.
all right. I'll just put all of you in a line, and you guys can arrange yourselves. I'll show it in a second, okay?
Okay.
Man, I can't wait for this drawing.
Well, it's not. Yeah, this drawing is awesome. So fuck you. I think that should be everybody. By the way, just so you know, before you ask, the squirrel is sitting on top of the actual thingy,
What
Did anyone
thingy?
else-
the building.
Okay.
Did anyone else forgot that existed? 'Cause
No.
I
Not
did.
me.
Well,
Alright.
I was trying to figure out how to convey the commotion with it inside the
Do they let pets in?
There we go.
The seeing eye dog.
Seeing
Okay.
nice
So-
girl.
As
She
Tristram
has quite
starts
the
announcing.
skirt.
Tristram starts announcing the rules as he looks down to you. Bert, this is where you have to pay attention.
Okay.
Also, Mirror Basalt is missing.
Yeah. Where's
Oh.
me?
He doesn't exist anymore. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
And then we can arrange ourselves.
Now,
I try to make sure I'm not in the way of anyone.
he looks down. Esteemed colleagues, it is to the first blood that we will fight. Anything done?
Ah, Steve.
God damn it!
You're doing
Move
it
the
again.
mic.
To the
It is
first, we present the.
The worst part
It
is
is-
that it gets
The
louder.
tournament is to the first blood. The first person to strike blood that touches the ground or a table wins. Other than that, there's some points to be made. Anyone who is touching anything but the table, a rope, or the poles themselves will find themselves disqualified. Anyone who does anything far more gracious than the actual spilling of blood shall be noted. He looks. It is for entertainment first, blood second. At the end of the round, the points given to each of you will be announced as the way of identifying the victor. The blood is merely a way of identifying how it ends. Are there any questions? Because if there are, you should have thought of them beforehand. He looks at both of you from above. Totem takes his giant runic stonic arm and punches himself in the chest.
Okay, does he take damage? He already
No.
lost, didn't he? Man, easy win, everyone.
He looks down. And you?
Turns around.
I'll raise out my sword and shield and like bang my fist on my shield or something. I don't know.
Sword on shield, dude. Sword and shield.
Yeah, sword and shield. That's what I said.
Sword and
And
magic.
you have a
That's
short-
And
You have a short time to raise and to get your positions. At which point, Totem, the man named Totem, jumps over, grabs a rope right here, swings around, and lands on this table.
What are those orange things? Are they the pillars?
They are the pillars with the ropes going down their sides.
How tall are they?
This
So
would
I
be so
can't
BS
jump
if
on
you're an
top of the
archer.
pillars, basically.
No, well, you could probably climb to the top of one. They stand about 3 Toro lengths high.
Well, that'd be pretty high. Pretty big climb there. So.
Where do you go ahead and set your how do you do your first move?
I'll stand right here in defensive stance.
At which point, Tristram, hovering from above, takes his gauntlet and throws it off the edge as it floats to the ground. The clank of it hitting the ground signifies the beginning of the match.
Okay.
All right, defense.
Whoa.
Any stances or anything that you need to know this turn that I need to be aware of?
I'm in defensive stance,
Whoops.
and I'll be attacking Totem.
All
Also,
right.
Nella's really quiet. It might just be me, but I hear like this whisper of a noise in the background.
Bert, you won initiative at 18. Go ahead.
What? My God! Wow. Okay then. Can I make that jump? How far is that?
Oh, it's you will easily be able to make the jump.
Okay then.
You will be able to jump up to 2 squares in this scenario.
Okay. I'll take if I'll go and take the jump and see if I can use an attack to knock down with my shield on Totem. See if I can like hit him off the edge.
All right. Go ahead and show the manipulation, or how you go ahead and show where you want to land.
I'd land probably like right
Go ahead and just
here or here, and
All
then
right.
try to knock him off.
go ahead and roll your attack test. Well, roll dexterity first.
Okay.
Dexterity or rope guiding or climbing or that'll be.
Jumping. It's jumping, one of them. And before terror. Oh God. You lose.
You land on one foot, being unbalanced as you do. You hear a few chuckles in the crowd, but then as you take advantage of this to try and do your attack to knock down. Go ahead.
Okay. I do my attack. Give me a second. While
Difficulty is higher than average. Okay. You go ahead and swipe to the air. You're still balancing on one foot as the shield swooshes across. He then turns around and it's his turn. He attempts to swat away your shield with his arm. Called attack.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that Steve that's really quiet in the background?
Yeah, that was him
Giggling
laughing.
like a little girl.
Yeah. What?
That was me.
That
Steve,
successfully
turn your
hits.
volume up.
As soon as you feel the stone arm hit the actual shield, you feel a large vibration.
Can I scan the crowd for anybody who looks like they might have a new weapon, like they're showing it off to their friends or something?
You can. Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh yeah!
You went blind.
You do not see anyone.
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Carl.
No, dude, you're really quiet, man.
Okay, one second.
Carl.
Not Carl. Wrong person.
That's
Bert,
my name, so
full
if you're
strength
talking to me,
against the
then
9.
Still
Okay, how
really
about
quiet,
now?
dude.
Hello?
Get a little bit louder. Raise it a little bit more, dude.
God, I wish I could hear what he is saying.
Roll strength against the 9.
Okay. Gonna go on. This is gonna go well.
Okay, how about now?
Oh,
Good.
nice.
A lot better. Your shield, unfortunately for you, is now located right here on the ground.
Damn. Well, I didn't do that anyway.
Just wondering, could he jump on the shield considering he's not touching the ground? Oh wait, no, he said no. Never mind. He said tables and strings.
All right.
Gifted, can I check Totem's weapons for legendary weapons thing, whatever? Can I see if I can recognize it?
Okay, go ahead and roll. It's your round now.
Legendary.
You've heard it. It looks almost like armor more than actual combat glove. Why are you in here? Remove that. Okay. Now, let's see.
Does it look like any ancient weapon?
Next round, you are still teetering on 1 foot, by the way.
Do I win initiative again?
Bert, you are 8 for your winning on the combat.
Yeah. Is maneuver a simple action or?
No, it would take your turn.
Oh God. Son of
Right now, you're still
Lance is-
defensive, by the way.
a.
Plants
You
is
know what?
not-
I'm gonna maneuver, even though I can tell this is gonna go terribly. So I'm gonna just maneuver to be right here. Around
Well,
there.
that's your intent. Or, you can move over there. Go ahead.
Oh.
Oh,
God
nice. Your
damn
defense
it.
Your
is now
physical
3.
defense is a 3 this turn.
Yeah, I noticed.
God.
Okay.
And the
You do
defensive
successfully
stance.
maneuver there. However, it's his turn to attack you.
Where'd you get popcorn, Zephyr?
God.
He
Damn it.
successfully hits. He doesn't use his good arm. He takes his normal arm and attempts to push you back against the pole.
Okay, can I do a void blow, or is...
You can.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Against a 10, you
so
are
bad.
unsuccessful.
Jesus.
And you are now pushed against the pole.
Damn.
You're-
Can I
The
see
act
the
of
head?
pushing... Come on, act of pushing.
Active pushing. No, I should have added karma.
You should have.
Forget
Oops.
about
6.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Is a 6.
Damage?
You do take 6 damage as he pushes you, and he's not grappling. You can still take activity, but he is holding you with your feet on the end of the table and your back against the actual pole. You can feel 2 ropes behind your shoulders.
Okay, well, I took 1 damage then.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes me lose, but,
No, you took 1 damage. It did not bleed you. He used his hand. So, he pushes you back, and he calls out, "You're a pushover."
yeah, totally pushover.
At that point, the crowd starts laughing out loud.
Sniffed here. I'm doing so poorly.
Yes, you are, actually.
I am just rolling.
Next,
Only they weren't
Off
racist
me.
and let me in there.
Okay. So he's not grappling then. I can still attack, right?
you can still do whatever you need to. He's gently holding his hand against you, if you will. Though you are definitely at a disadvantaged position.
Okay, well, that's it. I'm tired of mucking around. I'm gonna go on aggressive stance. I'm gonna cleave his goddamn face. Well, actually, I'm gonna just try to stab him in like the stomach or something. Slash him.
All right.
I can add karma to melee weapons, right?
Yes, because it's
Yes.
a discipline talent for you.
Oh, nice. I don't think I'm gonna need this at all, but Oh, I'm totally gonna fucking need it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay then.
Hold on one second on the damage, by the way.
Thank God. At least karma's useful.